Yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy BalloutBest, and I'm back with a reaction video today. We're about to be reacting to a documentary, not like a documentary, but like some journalist type of video about what's going on in Atlanta. There's a dude named Big Blue Benji. By the title it says this is Playboi Carti's op. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think Playboi Carti was even in a gang. By the way he maneuvers, you think that's one of them not saying SoundCloud rappers can't gang bang, but you get what I'm trying to say, like them nerdy niggas that paint their nails and all that shit. That's not shit you expect from a gangster for the most part. Not saying like gangsters don't do it, but like when I think of Playboi Carti, I don't look at like, oh, he's a game banging artist. You know how when you think of Chief Keef, game banging artist, Lil Durk, game banging artist, Young Boy, game banging artist. Playboi Carti, you get like that emo, druggy type of more fit for his type of sound. But they say he's the favorite of the gang, and I guess that's what it is. You feel me? But I'm not a nigga that really listens too much to his music. He got a couple songs that I just recently caught on to that I actually like. You feel me? Before you couldn't pay me to listen to Playboi Carti because I just couldn't get past the shit he was doing as far as his image with the thong. But there's a couple songs that my homies that just kept pushing on me that I actually like. Like the OPM Baby and that like weed song is actually fire. And I liked his music when he first came out too. When he him and Kodak Black and Royce the Kid did that. But it was a period of time when he started to get his buzz. I just can't get hip to what he had going on because of how he was maneuvering on the internet, and that shit was just a no for me. But I got a couple songs recently that I came across that I like I just told you earlier. But let's see who his op is, you feel me? Because Playboi Carti is one of the biggest artists in America, you feel me? So it's kind of hard to go up against it right now. Like, it's kind of hard to win when you're dealing with one of the biggest artists in America.
In this video, we'll be talking about an artist that's been exchanging sneak disses back and forth with Playboi Carti. These started off as simple subliminal references, but have since evolved into more direct callouts. Some of you might not be familiar with this Benji guy that Carti's talking about on his track, You're the Moon.
Yeah, I was looking for Benji. I had smoke at Mean Street.
Oh, so Playboi Carti name dropped him the song. He's lit. If I wasn't a rapper and Playboi Carti with the fan base he got name dropped me in the song, I'm taking off. I ain't gonna lie. You should never turn me up like that.
Benji guy that Carti's talking about on his track, You're the Moon.
Yeah, I was looking for Benji. I had smoke at Mean Street. Everybody thought they knew me.
Carti's referencing another Atlanta-based rapper named Benji Bluebills. So Benji hopped in the studio and put out a response track.
As he should.
Put him in a box. If you say my name, then on that same day, nigga, death gon' off. If you say my name or say my game, you hit with a Lego box.
Just a side note, in case
he flowing. I like his music. Did he just start rapping off of that Playboi Carti diss song? Cause that's how he came out his first song, bro. He gonna be a problem in this rap shit.
If you say my name or say my game, you hit with a Lego.
Just a side note, in case you didn't notice, Benji Bluebills isn't just some amateur rapper, and he actually sounds pretty fire. So, what's the backstory, and how are these two connected in the first place? Well, unfortunately, that leads us into a dark story of violence and murder. But before we get to that, let's learn a little bit more about Benji Bluebills, and how he became one of Playboi Carti's ops. Benji Bluebills was born in Washington, D.C., and he spent his childhood going back and forth between living with his mom in Atlanta and grandma in D.C. up until the end of middle school. Then, through high school, he stayed in Atlanta with his mom, which is where he would continue to live after he was done with school.
One time when I was in the 6th grade and I came out to Atlanta and I went to school out there, but I got put out of school and I had to go back to D.C. and live with my grandmother, but my mother still lived in Atlanta. I got in did middle school and then came back to Atlanta, lived with my mother for high school, and then I've been just kicking it out there ever since then. Like, that's been my stomping ground.
As you can imagine, it was tough to make very many friends when he spent most of his early years jumping between two cities. But one thing that helped him make connections
that's actually fire now that he's a rapper, because now he got two people that he got two hoods you can rap, you feel me? And those two hoods might get behind him. So now you got Atlanta hood that's gonna push your music and a DMV hood that's gonna push your music, and that's fire. I ain't gonna lie. That actually is a win in the long run for him. Pause.
Very many friends when he spent most of his early years jumping between two cities. But one thing that helped him make connections and meet new people was skateboarding and going to the skate parks in Atlanta. He grew up listening to artists like 50
crazy, bro. Gangster skateboarding, but that just shows you he's his own person. They do what they want just because the nigga's a skateboarder. Because I would see a skateboarder, like, let's just say I'm a civilian, you feel me? I'll see a nigga skateboarding and when I walk across the street, you'll see a street nigga and be like, oh, this nigga, I gotta get on. I gotta be prepared for anything that might happen, you feel me? Because he might be on some robbery type of time. But if you see a nigga with a skateboard, I'm gonna think this nigga's a weenie. Tell that nigga suck my dick or some shit. Like, I pick and choose. I ain't gonna lie. I pick and choose my battles. I'm trying to make it home at the end of the day. So I would have told skateboard suck my dick, but I would have told street nigga, like, you got it, big bruh.
parks in Atlanta. He grew up listening to artists like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West in his early years, but he wasn't inspired to make music himself until Chief Keef began to blow up.
I think she came out.
Most influential rapper. I tell people all the time.
Damn, he a young nigga, he going crazy, like, and he doing all the shit I do, like.
That behind the scenes.
And we gon' fight. Our guns gon' fight. A fuck nigga, that's that shit I don't like.
And he, man, really changed his life with this shit. So I'm like, let me get fired this shit, cause I ain't always felt like I was hard enough to even drop music.
Benji started to put out music around 2019.
Skirty your block, we closing a cash. Daddy a killer, you know that he passed. Cut his ass over the floor, the man.
But he really started making waves in the underground with his track Red Dot in 2022.
Red dot. Then I pop them in. Now blue, they pop up when you lay your head.
But I don't know if I listen
And then he
to
had an even bigger impact with his song Dirty Ops in 2023.
Fuck my little dirty ops. If you try and kill a killer, then come dance if you a worthy op. Do my murder dance on top your mans, I'm a...
Both of these tracks came out prior to
He going crazy.
any mention from Playboi Carti. He has a unique sound because of the way he brings together street topics with hyperpop style beats. Usually rappers who focus on the same subject matter are using really heavy trap beats rather than using up-tempo and more electronic sounding beats like Lil Uzi Vert. He's even worked with other big name artists in the underground scene like Lucky, and supposedly he has a Summers collab on the way. Additionally, he has a ton of music in the vault with another artist, Ola Run.
The nigga come on Front Street, his ass and put it back.
Ballout Run is like, yo, niggas like to say why from Lucci is the biggest op in Atlanta. I think Ballout Run is the biggest op in Atlanta. Like, a lot of niggas hate him. Like, a lot of major rappers that we fuck with don't like Ballout Run. So, I think Benji Blue Bills might be third after Lucci because he beefing with Playboi Carti. And I'm pretty sure niggas want to keep a relationship with Carti, so they're not going to work with this nigga or co-sign this nigga.
His collab on the way. Additionally, he has a ton of music in the vault with another artist, Ola Run,
The nigga come on Front Street, his ass and put it back.
who's currently serving out a prison sentence for a gun
Ola Run
charge.
say like,
He's a
what
close
you
friend of Benji's and plays a bigger role in the story with Playboi Carti.
We got some shit in the cut. Just waiting for him to get home so we could hit the streets the right way.
So let's get into how Playboi Carti crossed paths with Benji Bluebills. Well, Benji's from a block in Atlanta called Front Street and is a part of a gang called Henchmen, aka 5L.
Everybody 4L, 5L, 21L, what, 4L?
Bluebills. Well, Benji's from a block in Atlanta called Front Street and is a part of a gang called Henchmen, aka 5L.
Doing that for Lil Robin now. Fox 5, right after we slide, I'm like, fuck who died.
His best friend Olarun is also a part of this group. On the other hand, Carti's affiliated with Homicide Gang and
So they probably the biggest gang in not biggest, but the biggest op gang in Atlanta. Like, don't they beef for like Lil Baby and 21 Savage and already? So Benji Blue Bills will have a problem with 21 Savage and Lil Baby and possibly Thug, right? Because I think Ola Run has a problem with Thug too.
His best friend Olarun is also a part of this group. On the other hand, Carti's affiliated with Homicide Gang and DTE. All of these Atlanta groups are apparently blood affiliated, but have never really been on the same page. 5L and DTE are in Zone 6 Atlanta, and always seem to have minor issues with each other, which mostly stemmed from business-related issues like not signing with certain locally owned record labels. It felt like it was primarily just internet beef, with local artists dissing each other, but that quickly shifted with
That's
one
crazy. Niggas really be getting that. Just show you envy. Niggas be envy each other. Cause isn't that what happened with G Money and Young Boy? They was on the same team, and Young Boy wanted a little bit more attention than what he was getting. But they was giving that to Fredo Bang and G Money. Like, that shit really is crazy. Like, a label could kind of come to. Like, I think about it. My town, we don't got no major artists. I mean, we got major. All right, let me say this. We got nice ass artists that should be signed. They doing views and shit like that. But it's like, we ain't going nowhere yet with it. You feel me? And niggas' goals every time is to be, all right, I'm going to sign different niggas from different hoods to help put them on. But that could restart an issue in the long run, like, from what I'm seeing.
L and DTE are in Zone 6 Atlanta, and always seem to have minor...
From Rochester, New York, if y'all don't know, make sure y'all go check out some artists from Rochester, New York. There's a lot of fire talent from our city. Upstate New York, there's a lot of fire talent.
issues with each other, which mostly stemmed from business-related issues like not signing with certain locally owned record labels. It felt like it was primarily just internet beef, with local artists dissing each other, but that quickly shifted with one incident that's said to have changed the streets of Atlanta forever. During the pandemic in June 2020, there was a dice game that went bad. It led to a shootout, and one of Playboi Carti's close friends, who was a member of DTE, was killed, Big Sosa. It's not confirmed if the 5L henchmen were directly responsible for this killing or not, but certain members, including Olarunt and 24 Left Eye, started dissing Big Sosa.
24 Left Eye beef with Baby Drill, and Baby Drill said, "Oh, he's scared of pussy," so he's part of that gang too. Okay.
It's not confirmed if the 5L henchmen were directly responsible for this killing or not, but certain members, including Olarunt and 24 Left Eye, started dissing Big Sosa and celebrating the event online.
Going to live with my bros. I follow my dog like a sled. No, I'm ready for war. SK under my bed.
Walking past a nigga who shot you every day up in these streets. Walking past a nigga who shot you every day up in these streets. Walking past a nigga who shot you every day up in these streets.
Shortly after this, 24 Left Eye was shot multiple times in an alleged retaliation hit from DTE. This time, it was DTE members that went online implying that they knew something about it. At this point, the general public and most hip-hop fans still didn't know anything about this war that was happening inside of Zone 6 Atlanta. But that all changed when Carti dropped the song Stop Breathing.
At Firestone, a 12,000-mile limited warranty comes standard.
So, beef started over a dice game. Damn, bro. That's crazy, because they used to say Atlanta unites for each other, and these niggas is beefing now. Like, everybody got beef with everybody. And it seems like these niggas is once cordial.
Join our rewards.
On the way to Front Street, who say we in that side? Smoking on the hitch, nigga, got a nigga fried.
In the track, he talks more about these street issues that are happening in Atlanta. He raps about the death of his friend Big Sosa and paying someone to shank Olarunt while he was locked up. This is what really lit the fuse in the hip-hop world, bringing this beef to the industry. In response, Benji Bluebills made a remix titled Stop Bleeding as a response to Carti on this situation.
A whole lot red up on the scene, we don't cool out, lil' bro. And all I never got shanked in the feds, you cap it real. This a PSA to Playboy pussy, just like Hello Kitty.
His name dropped Playboi Carti, because I was saying, they were saying he was dissing, but how y'all know he's specifically talking about that nigga, but hey, he name dropped that nigga.
A whole lot red up on the scene, we don't cool out, lil' bro. And all I never got shanked in the feds, you cap it real. This a PSA to Playboy pussy, just like Hello Kitty. I smacked the red up out his dreads, I'm finna spit on Iggy.
This brought a lot of
he put his baby mom in it. But this is op, so it's ball gang, nigga. I'm talking about everybody.
I smacked the red up out his dreads, I'm finna spit on Iggy.
This brought a lot of attention to the artist and his music. Carti also called out Benji directly on the song You're the Moon.
Yeah, I was looking for Benji. I had smoke at Mean Street. Everybody thought they knew me.
In response, Benji dropped a song titled I'm Right Here, which has really started to blow up.
That's funny.
Tap me and put him in a box. If you say my name, then on that same day, nigga, death gon' off. If you say my name or
it's the best song he played. I'm Right Here. That's the best song I heard by Benji Bluebills.
say my game, you hit with a Lego ball.
It had more people looking into Benji and his music after the response, and now they're realizing he's actually got some heaters. In a way, it's ironic, because even though Carti was dissing Benji, it's now caused some of his own fans to start listening to him as well, even though he's Playboi Carti's op. I don't condone gun violence in any way or think that it's cool, but it does play a large role in this story and in explaining the relationship between Benji and Carti.
This rap shit get political, like, you know what I'm saying? This shit, you don't never know who gonna do what or who gonna end up on what side. This shit just weird, like, so I just be staying in my own lane.
I truly hope that everyone who's involved stays safe and that there aren't any other lives taken over this. Olarunt is supposed to be released from prison later in 2024. I hope that he can partner up with Benji and that the two can just release music and that everyone can put distance between themselves and the gang violence.
I'm trying to have it already turned up by the time he come home, so we just get this shit back in full swing. Yeah, we got hella music, like, we might got a couple tapes worth of music. Yeah, to be with him every day.
What are your thoughts on Benji Bluebills? Do you think that his music's on the same level as Playboi Carti's? Let me know in the comments.
It might not be on the same level, but that nigga nice. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga is nice. I did not know that shit's going down in the land like that. Them niggas going crazy. Like I remember they used to push Atlanta like Black Hollywood. Like if you want to take off, it's unity out here. And when you look into the shit, I would never think Playboi Carti dissing niggas in his songs, bro. Now I gotta re-listen to the lyrics. Cause when I be listening to Playboi Carti music, not that I'm not a super big fan, like I told you earlier, there's like a couple songs, I just hear him making sounds that sound good. I don't really pay attention to the lyrics like that. Like, but this nigga might say something he dissing on 5L on him, so now I gotta be careful when listening to that nigga, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, if I forgot bro name off the top. If Blue Benji Bills got more songs like right here, y'all let me know what songs are similar to that song. Cause that's the type of songs I will listen to by that nigga. You feel me? That's the best song I heard throughout this whole video. But that's crazy. I did not know all the shit was going on in Atlanta. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we are out.